Hey Jordan.
Hey man. Hey YouTube.
Yeah. Say hi to Jordan, YouTube. Go follow his Instagram also. He needs more followers.
I do.
So he'll tag himself right here, right here, right here. We're gonna change the oil in the Supra. We had the break-in oil in there and then we broke it in, went to the dyno, and I haven't had time to work on it yet. So we're gonna change the oil, put in some Torco SR5R, which is what I run during race season. I run this guy right here. It's 2050. We run that thicker oil because of the temps, basically. We're in like 80 to 100 degree weather majority of the rounds, and you need to maintain oil pressure. So when you run the thicker oil, it's gonna help. If you chose the right bearing clearance, you're fine, and we do, and this is what we use. This is the best oil ever. Torco has a couple different lines of oil. This is their highest one. And then I'm gonna run a K&N oil filter that is part number HP-1002, which is the one that'll go directly to a JZ block. So I'm gonna get started on that, and hopefully everything looks good coming out, because this will be the... We already changed the oil once, because we do like double break-in oil change, but this will be the time that we really put some abuse on that oil, and then we'll get to see if there's anything weird in the oil or smells a lot like ethanol. Well, if you run an ethanol fuel base, you're gonna always smell it a little bit in your oil, but if you had any like blow by or weird stuff, you'll smell it a lot more. So this will be the time to know, or find out, and then we'll know. So I'm gonna get started on that here. Got the Gretty oil plug. Pretty cool. You guys could get that too. And I still run a stock pan, stock wet sump system. I'm gonna grab a 14 mil, take that off, and we will have a look at what we got going on here. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need a rag, at least one. Okay. Ooh, there's Ricardo Rodriguez. What's he doing? Building stuff. Okay, moment of truth. Here we go. This is what I do. I don't know what you guys do. I like to do this and look at the light hitting my finger and look for shiny speckly things that are unwanted in your oil, and I see 0 of them. Do you guys see any? I know it's not focusing as good as I can focus on it right now, but I don't see any shinies. No shinies means we are happy. And I didn't see any water in there. I don't see any signs of more ethanol. Whoa! Just bumped my nose. I smelled it. It smells like gas or Ignite Red 114. That's kind of normal. It always is going to. I need 3 hands again. But we got a little bit of metal on the magnet here. I don't know if that focused for you to see. Yep, it didn't. Well, okay, there's a tiny bit of metal fragments. That's kind of normal. For every time you change the oil, there's gonna be some little tiny bit, but nothing major. Pretty happy with that result after all that we went through with that stupid head having a little crack in it after too many heat cycles of last season's racing and whatever the other case was. Frustrating, but we figured it out before it was, you know, gonna cause an issue where we couldn't race. And then I did double oil changes to make sure there was no water in my system, and then we took it on the dyno. No oil right there, and it's been sitting for over a day without any starting. So it would have all like filtered to the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna keep going on this and take that oil filter out, and then I'll show you guys when I restart the car probably. Oh, I was gonna show you a little trick I do. You guys might do this as well. But on the oil filter, the rotator on the back side. Oil filters, it's good to do this on your filter, is on the blank space here, where there's nothing written there. Take a Sharpie and write when you did it, and if it's, well, in my case, it's me, so I know I did it, I'll know my handwriting, but if someone else is working on your car, have them write their initials, so that if there's multiple people working on the car, you kind of have an idea, so there's no like, hey, did you change the oil before this round, or did you change the oil on practice day before race day, or whatever the case. It's just on the filter, and everyone knows. So we do that, you should do that, and the same kind of thing as like when you do like paint marker or a Sharpie, so that you know where your alignment is, like, or if you do it on a bolt to show that it was tightened, you know, just a little trick. Okay, I'm gonna get to this. Talk in a second, guys. Whoa. All right, guys, so drain the oil. We could all agree that there was nothing crazy when we saw oil coming out, just normal used oil. Had a little bit of color in it, no flakes or sparkly stuff, no signs of the bearings, nothing weird. So now we are going to put in our SR 5R 100% synthetic 2050. So we're gonna start that, and then get 6 or 7 quarts, see how much it takes. Usually it's just over 6. And then I am going to start it, and then we might get to go drive it for the first time, so this could be exciting. All right, let's put some oil in there. Alright, so we got all the oil in here. That's 6 quarts. We'll check it real quick right now. Make sure that went well and everything's full. And we can thank Vita for his help. Vita. It's hard to pronounce, but we'll get better at that. Yep, dipstick looks good. And it's a little bit over, but we gotta start it to fill the filter up, and then once the filter's full, I'll check it again after I do like a, you know, little 1 minute idle or 2 minutes of idling. So let's get in there, start it, try that. Okay, so I haven't drove the Supra yet. Changed the oil. I had to change the battery right now because I was an idiot and left the kill on. Drained the battery over the last 2 days. Whatever, that happens. Anyways, so now we're going to go see what happens when we drive the Supra. So you guys can wait out here, I'll be right back. Alright, so we tested it and everything's working. Smells a little hot now because like stuff's starting to cook in again, but everything works really good. Really happy with the results. So we're gonna go test it real quick, and then maybe we'll get an aerial shot for you with Jordan's drone, and Renee is ready to take control of the camera. So she might talk to you guys, she might not do anything where you can see her, it might just be the car.
I just want to see the Supra.
feels like a Supra with about,
It's awesome.
we're on boot setting 2, so about 816 horsepower or whatever it is. Ooh, the turbo blanket's not happy. Let's look at that. I don't think it's the blanket, I think it's, this has never got hot yet till right now. What's up guys? Okay, so we drove the Supra, you saw a little bit of it. It was really exciting, and it seems better than it was last year. It made a lot more mid-range power this year on the dyno. The head, we got a little bit better work done on at the machine shop, and it's just tighter and everything feels crispier and more responsive. So really excited. It's kind of late now, the end of the night, so we're gonna go home. And we'll update you guys with more cool stuff happening tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have the wrap finished on the car. All right guys, see you later.